What's up, everybody? My name is Sabria, also known as Bria B, and today we are going to be learning how to read our birth charts. So stay tuned. Welcome everybody. How y'all bees? I bees good. Today is Monday, February the 22nd, and it is also Pisces season now. So to all my Pisces, happy birthday. And also we are currently experiencing the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, because Mercury retrograde is finally freaking over. I couldn't be more excited about it. This Mercury retrograde was, what's the word? Chaotic. It was very all over the place. I feel like everybody felt this Mercury retrograde. Sis was not playing at all this month. So yeah, today we are basically going to be learning how to read a birth chart. This is going to be 100% beginner friendly. I know when it comes to trying to look at a birth chart, especially if you just discovered your birth chart, it looks crazy. I mean, when I first saw a birth chart, I was like, what is this? Like, so I completely understand. But in this video, I'm gonna try to basically simplify everything when it comes to understanding a birth chart. But before we get started, if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are a returning supporter or subscriber, thank you so much. But yes, if you are new to the channel, and if you enjoy this video or find it to be helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button so you can join the family. And if you want to be notified every time I post a video, then you can hit that notification bell button and it'll notify you every time, so you won't miss no videos. And if you haven't already, definitely follow me on Instagram and also follow me on Twitter. I'm going to have my handles somewhere in the video for y'all to see. And yeah, I'm excited to start this video. And yeah, let's just get right on into it, y'all. So in order to learn how to read a birth chart, first you have to have a birth chart. So if you do not have your birth chart, or if you don't know your birth chart, then you can definitely watch my video on astrology. I showed y'all how to access your birth chart, and in order to read one, of course you have to have one. So if you don't have your birth chart, or if you don't know it, then you can look on that video and I'll show you basically how to access your birth chart. So when it comes to anything in life, everything tends to work in duality. So you have, for example, you have man and woman, you have yin and yang, you have negative, positive, up, down, good versus evil. So yin and yang. So anything in life basically tends to be revolved around duality, because of balance. So with the term as above, so below, that term basically in a nutshell represents what your birth chart means to you. So like I said, with your birth chart representing how the planets were aligned in the universe, your birth chart represents that. And within that birth chart, your birth chart represents you as a whole. So anything that happens in the universe affects us on earth. Hence the term as above, so below. Because whatever happens above, so happens below. So one thing about your birth chart is everybody's birth chart is different. Your birth chart is basically like your fingerprint. Nobody in the world is going to have your exact birth chart. So as you see with my birth chart, your birth chart is going to look just like this. But the first thing that you may notice is that the birth chart is split into sections of 12. Each of those sections represents what are called houses. And each house occupies 30 degrees of the circle. And there are 12 houses. And within the houses, each house is accompanied by a sign. So each house is ruled by a sign. So for example, starting with the first house of a birth chart, you have Aries. Aries rules the first house. And then you go to the second house, and the second house rules Taurus. Third house rules Gemini, and so on and so on. So in order to understand how to read a birth chart, it's very important to memorize the planet symbols. It's going to be scattered around inside the birth chart, and those basically represent our placements. So in mine, for example, wherever you see the moon symbol, so for mine, you see that it is where the Scorpio symbol is at. So wherever your moon is, whichever sign it is attached to, then that is your moon sign. So my moon sign is Scorpio. I have a Scorpio moon. And then you can do this with the other planets. So the sun, my sun is attached to Taurus. So that means that my sun sign is in Taurus. So I'm a Taurus sun. And then you just keep on doing that for each of the planets. So the houses, they take up like 30 degrees in a birth chart. And there's 12 houses. So that adds up to 360 degrees, which is equivalent to a circle. And within the houses, each house is ruled by a sign. And the first house represents I am. Everybody's ascendant sign is in their first house because you know, your ascendant sign is what energy you give off, or what energy you tend to embody the most, like physically. Also, if you are looking at your birth chart, you may also notice that there are like a lot of lines lines like crossing each other, and those lines basically represents what is called aspects. So each aspect represents like how it is, how your planets are related to each other. So you have the harmony aspects, which is trine and sextile. So if your planets are in trine together or they sextile um, together, that means that it's more of a harmony aspect. It flows very nicely together, and you won't have like any like problems with those planets being aspected together. And then you have the dynamic aspects, and those are the opposition and square aspect. Those cause conflict. Those aspects are more challenging. Basically, anything that is opposition or square, it just means that you're going to have like, the word problem is very strong, but that's basically what that is. And then you have the neutral aspect, and that is the conjunction. So it just means it's neutral. It's not a pro or a con, it's just conjuncted together. I won't go into detail about how to, I guess, like differentiate like the details of each aspect, but what you can do is you can go to Cafe Astrology. They give you basically a free birth chart reading, and they break down like literally every single aspect. Like, it'll tell you what the aspect is, and then it'll break down like how that shows up in your personal life. I also forgot to mention that in the birth chart, you if you like zoom in, you can see that each of the planets, like even your inner planets and your outer planets, they have like a number beside them, and those basically represent your degrees. And that's why, the reason why it's so important for you to know your exact birth time is, if your degrees are off, then your whole birth chart is going to be off. And I also forgot to mention that well, I kind of mentioned a little bit, but your ascendant sign. So everybody's ascendant is in the first house. Then when you look to the opposite side of your ascendant, you have your descendant, and your descendant is basically the opposite of your ascendant sign. So with my ascendant, I have a Scorpio rising, but the opposite of Scorpio on in the zodiac wheel is Taurus. So my descendant sign is Taurus. And then at the top of your birth chart, you see that there's a bold line, and it's labeled MC. That is your midhaven. Then you also have the opposite of your midhaven is what is called the IC, and I'm probably going to mispronounce it, but it's called Imun Koli. I said it right. So that is basically all there is to it when it comes to learning how to read a birth chart. I would definitely recommend to just keep on studying, keep on looking at your birth chart, like try to memorize it. I'm still in the process of trying to memorize my stuff too, so don't feel bad. And I'm also still in the process of learning my own birth chart. It takes a while because the more you like look into your birth chart, the more it reveals about yourself, and it takes a while to fully understand your birth chart. But this goes to show you that astrology, you are more than just your sun sign, and you are also more than just your inner planets, because with you have the houses and then you have the aspects. They reveal even more in depth about the type of person you are. It can reveal many psychological traits about you, and overall it can just reveal who you are as a person. And when you learn how to read your birth chart, then that means you'll be able to know how to read other people's birth charts just like that. And before you know it, it'll just become second nature to you. So just keep on practicing, keep on studying, keep on reading, and eventually you will definitely get it down pat. I really hope that this video was helpful for some of y'all. I'm going to definitely start a series of basically, in each video I'm gonna just break down like what each placement means, and like if you have a planet in this certain house, I'm going to break it down. But for this video, I just wanted to tell y'all or help y'all understand how to basically read a birth chart. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely give your girl a thumbs up. And also I would appreciate it if you share this video either on social media or share it with your friends and family, because I would love to start the conversation about astrology more often. I feel like everybody should know about like how to read their birth chart and stuff. I hope to see you guys in the next video, and yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I know I'm a little awkward. I'm trying to work on not cutting my videos as much, but I can't help it because I am constantly like making mistakes when I talk. Like I'll either mess up on a word, or I'll forget what I want to say, and then I just end up spacing out. I don't know what is up with my brain. So again, thank you for your patience. I know I can get a little awkward when it comes to talking. It's definitely something that I'm working on. But I feel like the more I make videos, the more I'll become more comfortable in front of the camera, and the more I'll become more better at just talking in general. Because it's definitely something that I'm working on. So, yeah. Thank y'all so much for y'all support, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. Peace out. God, it's dead. I gotta charge right chill. Probably gonna join on my phone just to make sure I'm not late. because I know my laptop going so slow.
It takes not that long, like maybe an hour. It's not super long.